Welcome to Liberated Bodies. My name's Akayla, and today I have a little fun video for you guys. We're going to be talking about my ancestry history and DNA report. So I used 23&Me to do my ancestry report, and I just got the results back after like a month and a half because they were updating their computers, so it kind of put a delay on my results. But I have them now, and I'm really excited to learn my results. So I grew up thinking that, well, I already know that I'm African American, so I'm pretty sure my ancestors are going to reign from Africa, and me and my siblings also thought that my grandmother had some Asian in her because she had a lighter complexion, and we were like, she really looks Asian. But we never knew because she's deceased. We never asked. We don't know. So I got my ancestry results from 23&Me. They also do genetic health reports where they can tell you what carriers you have for certain health risks. And they also have like some fun stuff like things that make up your personality, or if your middle finger is longer than your index finger, just little fun stuff like that. Today I'm only going to go over my ancestry, and maybe if you're interested I can do a video about any health risks or factors that affect my DNA. So let's get started. With that being said, before we get started, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you would like to see more videos from me in the future. Alright, let's do it. So, I pulled up my report, and the first thing it's saying is that I am 78.1% sub-Saharan African, and so 24.9% comes from Nigeria. 23% of my DNA is from coastal West African, so those are both on the west side of Africa, which is, you know, that's not surprising. That's where slaves came from when they came over to the United States. And I do have, my great-great-grandma was a slave until she was about 14 years old. So I'm not surprised by that. 8.2% Senegambian and Guinean, which is also on the west coast. Then we have 6.1% Congolese, 0.1% African hunter-gatherer, 11.7% broadly West African, which means they couldn't really pinpoint where from West Africa it was. They just have a general knowledge that it was from West Africa based on my DNA. Then we have broadly Congolese and Southern East African, and then that's 1.4%, and then broadly Sub-Saharan African, which is 2.7%. So that's super interesting that most of my DNA reigns from Nigeria and coastal West Africa, which is like, it stretches from Senegal to Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana. There's some wording here I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to try to say it. Côte d'Ivoire. If you know how to pronounce that, please show me up, because I don't. Okay. So that is 78.1% is from Sub-Saharan Africa. That's so interesting. Okay, then we have the next part. I am 20.2% European. So that's probably what my grandma is, European and black. And so 4.8% is British and Irish, which is descended from Celtic, Saxon, and Viking ancestors. Now y'all, I watched the show Vikings. I love that show. So I'm pretty sure that I'm a descendant of Ragnar Lothbrok, maybe Lagertha. I think that would be pretty cool. Thumbs up if you watch Vikings. Let me know what you think about the show in the comments. You might think it's total shit, but I love it, so I don't care. Next, we have 1.9% French and German descent from ancient Alpine, Celtic, and Germanic populations. Netherlands and Austria. Cool. 0.9% Scandinavian, 0.3% Iberian, 8.4% broadly Northwestern European, 0.8% broadly Southern European, and 3.1% broadly European. So that's just broadly European. I'm going to give that about 11%, almost 12% just broadly European, maybe 13, I don't know. Add up those numbers I just said. So that's when they can't really pinpoint exactly your DNA comes from. They just know it's European. Okay, and then we got the last 1.4%, which is basically nothing. 1% Native American, 0.3% Filipino and Austronesian. Maybe that's my grandmommy. Just kidding, there's no way. 0.1%, that's like nothing. Then 0.1% broadly Chinese and Southeast Asian, and 0.1% broadly East Asian and North American. Interesting. Very interesting. And then 0.3% is unassigned, so they're like, we have no idea. That is awesome though. I really think my results are so interesting, and I love these ancestry and genetic tests because they give you a broader look into your background, where you come from in your culture. And I think that's such an interesting topic. I think everyone should have an idea of where they come from. I'm definitely interested in looking at my past ancestry, learning about my ancestors, where they came from, you know, what they did, what their culture was like, and just learning more about that. I know that takes a very long time. It takes a lot of work, dedication, and years to find that out, but this is so interesting, and I definitely want to keep looking into this. 23&Me is really cool because they also give you an ancestry timeline. So my most recent ancestors from 1880 to 1940 are coastal West African and Nigerian. So it's like you most likely had a grandparent, great-grandparent, or second great-grandparent. Then my second most recent would be from 1790 to 1880, Senegambian or Guinean. Third most recent would be from 1760 to 1850, Congolese, British and Irish. Then it goes from 1730 to 1850, Scandinavian, French and German, Iberian. And then from 1730 to 1820, I probably had great-grandparents that were Native American, Filipino and Austronesian, and African hunter-gatherer, which is so cool. It's like, I wish I could go back in time and see these people that I descended from. So, this is really interesting. I actually want to do an Ancestry DNA test to see how accurate these results are, or what they, like, how the results differ from 23&Me and from Ancestry DNA. And then maybe get like a too legit to quit one that's not super mainstream, and see how that would differ from all my results too. So yeah, this is super duper cool. I totally recommend this test if you want to learn more about your background and your ancestry. Give me a comment down below if you've ever tried a 23&Me or an Ancestry DNA test, you know, where your ancestors came from, and tell me if you think these tests are accurate. Okay? Because I would like to know your thoughts on these tests. Thank you for watching my video. Give me a like if you liked hearing a little bit about my family history. And make sure you subscribe for more if you like this video. Thank you for watching. Be liberated and stay liberated. Bye.